Hey y'all, and welcome to the Ladywing Designs channel. My name is Zakia, and we are back today for a craft with me video. So excuse any shadows that are happening. I also might be bringing it a little bit closer from time to time, because yeah, I've been working on a lot of Aida and not 36 count linen, so I have my glasses on to help me, and yeah, so let's get to chatting because I do actually have a topic for today. But yeah, welcome to anyone that is hanging out with me today, whether you're a new viewer or a returning viewer. Couldn't think of the word. Whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for being here, commenting, liking, subscribing. Anything that you might do while you're here. Yeah, so today is Monday, March the 1st. How are we already at March? Oh, the year's 2021. For anyone that ends up watching these later on. But yeah, it's the first day of March. There are so many things that I'm gonna try to get done today, and this is one of them. So let's see, where do I want to start? Sorry, I'm looking at my pattern. Okay, so I guess I'll start by telling you what I'm working on. If you don't know, this channel is pretty much crafty. So cross stitch, knitting, spinning, just generally crafty things. So yeah, I am working today on the Zimmerman coverlet by, here's the pattern, by Modern Folk Embroidery. So that's what it looks like. And this was released sometime in 2020. I want to say August, but I could be wrong. Wait, it was September. I just looked at the little timestamp on the post here. But it was released in September. Ellen of Maximum Cross Stitch Power Hour here on YouTube has a coverlet, a blanket essentially, that was made in the 1800s and then passed down through her family, and it basically kind of looks like this. Jacob of Modern Folk Embroidery asked if he could chart it up, and here it is. And so well, I don't think the style hashtag is on here, but the hashtag, if you want to see other people's work on Instagram, is hashtag Zimmerman coverlet and then SAL for Sal. Yeah, so this is where I am on mine, stitching it on 36 count. I don't even hold on. 36 count sand by Picture This Plus. I have my laptop on in front of me, so yeah, sand by Picture This Plus, DMC 3721. There are your show notes, people. It will all be listed down in the description box below the video, but that's basically your show notes. Grime Guard from Silver Moon Sewing on Etsy, and Needleminder is from Sampling of Memories, who is also on Etsy, I think. Or they might have their own website. It'll be linked below. So yeah, that's what I'm working on today, because during March, and I forget who started this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I forget who is kind of like leading this month, but a bunch of people are doing hashtag monochromatic March Sal, again SAL, and yeah, I'm gonna join in on that. It won't be like all month or anything, but I am gonna try to dedicate every Monday to a monochromatic piece. And coincidentally, I only have 2 right now in my cross stitch whips. I cannot see. Hold, please. Okay, there we go. So I only have two monochromatic whips, surprisingly. This one and actually the other one is also a modern folk embroidery. So Mondays are going to be modern folk, monochromatic, all the alliteration there. So yeah, anyway, that is why I'm working on this today. It's March 1st, it's a Monday, and yeah, here we are. I hope that everyone is doing as well as we possibly can be during just all the crazy that kind of has been our lives in this last year. I know for me, um, in the next 15 days, I will have finished my first full year of being in quarantine, which is weird. Yeah, but you know, just sending love and good wishes and good thoughts and health and sanity and all the things to everyone. So let's actually talk about some Twitch streamers. If you saw the last whip update that I put up last week, I told you all that I would be talking about that in this craft with me video. I am a day late and several dollars short, but it's okay. We're here. We're gonna talk about them in a positive way. And yeah, I hope you go check some of them out. So if you aren't aware, Twitch, and I'll actually bring up the app on my phone because I might as well. So this is what the app looks like, the little logo. You can see it's called Twitch. And yeah, so a lot of people know it as a gaming website. Which I mean is totally what I knew it as. My brother plays a lot of video games, and so I knew that that's what a lot of people over here used it for. So think of Twitch as well, okay, really it's all live streams. That's basically what it is. I was about to compare it to like basically it's a constant YouTube live, which it's fairly accurate. It's a live stream. Yeah, and you can subscribe to people. Now, subscriptions over here on Twitch are like you actually pay money, you're subscribing to them. But you can just follow people and that's all free and such. But yeah, so I'm hearing some people that I follow that are on right now. Most of the people that I'm going to talk about today, so the people I'm going to mention today are ones that I watch frequently, have watched at some point, totally recommend their streams. Almost all of them are crafty streamers. Some of them are variety streamers, so they stream crafts. They also stream video games. So yeah, that's basically Twitch. There are different channels. Check out the Makers and Crafting channel. Seriously, there are whoops, come on camera. There are cross stitchers. This person's spinning, which I should Looney Loomworks. I should check them out at some point. There are people diamond painting. There's another cross stitcher. There are people doing glass blowing, sewing, making cosplay outfits, leather working. There are a ton of crocheters on here. I mean, just anything you can think of. It's amazing. Highly recommend you go and check it out. Especially the makers and crafters section. It's so awesome over there. So let's see. I have some needles already prepped, so okay, let me figure out where I'm going, and then I will hold my list in front of the camera. Sorry, I know I'm kind of off screen again. I'm really struggling. I did not I was gonna work on a different project today that is on Ada, and because you know I have so many things to do today. There are just a lot of things that I want to start and work on March 1st. So I'm knocking two birds out with one stone, and that is so violent. We're getting two things done at once. I don't like that phrase. please don't throw birds or throw birds at stones. Don't do that either. But please don't throw stones at birds. That's why do we say that? It's okay. Anyway, we're getting two things done at once. So monochromatic Monday, and I'm also recording this. Okay. So here, move the pattern. So I don't know. There we go. This is my my show notes notebook. So yeah, and this date's all wrong, but you get the point. So I'm just gonna hold this here for a second. I'm gonna read through this list again. Okay, so I don't know that I will actually link to everyone. That seems rude in a way, but I will put like basically a Twitch link down below, and all you would do, all of these to get to their channels, it's www.twitch.tv as in television, and then slash, right? And then whatever their username is. So I'm just gonna list everyone down below, and like I said, I'll give you the general Twitch link, and that'll basically get you there. So yeah, and then you can also search for them. If you just go to the Twitch website and search their name, you can find them that way. So yeah, so let me read through these. A couple of them yeah, a couple of them I seriously hang out with all the time. I mostly listed people that I have at least watched their stream once. Some of these people I haven't actually made it to a stream yet, but I have hung out with them in other chats, and they seem like cool people. And yeah, everyone that's on here I am following though. So that's kind of the basis of where this list is coming from. So we'll start up here. indocat. V is the streamer behind indocat. V is actually a friend that I knew before from a virtual knit night, and she is actually the person that finally got me over to Twitch. So big shout out to her. Her stream is most definitely 18 plus. She always has it in the title. We're not talking about like vulgar things all the time or anything, nothing like that, but they do come up. And not even necessarily vulgar, but you know what I mean, adult topics. Yeah, but definitely check her out. She's a variety streamer. Her streams are just super awesome. Another person that I hang out with a lot is Hinka of HinkaKnits, and that's actually her Instagram name also. Yeah, love hanging out with Hinka. She's working on a skirt pattern right now. I'm like working on a prototype for it, which I'm super excited to work up. She also has so she has stream objects that she makes. So on Twitch, as you watch streams live, you can earn channel points, and each channel kind of calls them something different. But you can earn channel points from watching their streams, from following, from showing up to consecutive streams, a bunch of different ways. And the streamers can set up ways for you to spend those points. And Hinka started off with a stream scarf. So we would redeem a certain amount of points, and then we get a stripe in the scarf. And she actually finished that already. And she just last week, it was on Friday, she started a stream blanket, and it's actually crochet. So yeah, she's diving a little bit into crochet. It's super fun. Again, totally recommend. Okay, so let me just read through a few more of these. I'll try not to blather on and on about every one of them. But there are some pretty great people in this list, so highly recommend you check them out. Smeezglass is a glass blower, as I mentioned before. AtomicStaci. I'm just gonna read through these because there are just so many people that I'm really just gonna say the same things. I love their streams, so just go check them out. AtomicStaci, Meg with 4 G's, and she actually has a YouTube channel. Her videos are like literally only a couple minutes long. I know she does one every Wednesday to kind of show you her whips. Yeah, so super easy to watch her videos. CalyxCreative, SparkCity. So SparkCity is he streams Fall Guys, which is a video game. That's the only thing I've personally ever seen him stream, but I am convinced that I now need this game in my life. It's very soothing to watch. During breaks in the game, like when he's not playing on his stream, he also has a piano right next to him. He is a beautiful pianist. Just I thought that he was playing like, you know, playing like on the off of the computer or playlist. I thought that he was playing music. And then I actually looked up at one point and realized no, he is literally playing the piano. So yeah, I love his streams. booPEA, another crafter, fauxRIOT. Like I said, most of these are crafters. SnoringCatfibers, lumiselene, DuoMTL. Duo has he has a Final Fantasy cross stitch that he's working on. That's super fun to watch come together as well. Katie Saris. Hope I'm trying to hold these somewhat in the light, so hopefully y'all can see these. But like I said, they'll be listed below. whippetknitter, RhynoLion. RhynoLion does pottery streams, and oh boy, he makes some beautiful, beautiful pottery. Going over here, SpoonyAmotas, so M as in marker, OTAS. That I added a few people before I started recording and forgot that I was trying to keep my handwriting neat. TheFiberMage, Ms, which is MZ underscore Gen X, so JENN. KBFibers, CourtneyRae, StrangeKnits. I just found StrangeKnits last week. I think we rated them from one of Hinka's streams. But they are currently doing the Master Knitter certification, which is offered by the Knitting Guild Association for their members. I have had this on my radar for years, so I was super interested. And I think it's their last stream now. I'll have to maybe find the date and then pop it on screen, what date the stream was from, so y'all can check it out. But they have just finished their binder for level 1 of the certification, and they're going to be sending it in soon. And they like did a big flip through and talked about kind of the work that's necessary, at least for part 1. Yeah, so I just thought that was super cool. Like I said, I've had that master knitting certification on my radar for a little bit, so that was cool to find their stream and then hear them talking about it. Puddytatpurr, another crafter. Yarnia, Don't Poke Me 311. Cielocellista. So this is actually a streamer that I haven't yet made it to one of their streams, but Cielo has been in a couple different streams that we both watch, and they seem like cool people. I want to say that they do crafting streams, but as well, I know that they do have streams where they are practicing the cello. That's where the cielocellista comes from. Yeah, this underscore is underscore Cass. Hut Slayer, Hut with 2 T's. Slayer 83, another virtual knit night friend that I knew previously. rogueknitter, Neugda 3, so Neugda 3. theproudowl, SnoFawks, you can see how to spell it there. Um, I know that they have crafty streams like they do art. I don't remember what else they stream. They might also stream video games. I've only popped into one of Snow's streams. She's another variety streamer. I tend to watch her cross stitch streams. She's doing a temperature stitch this year. And the last one that I have listed is Sleeping Luna Designs. I think I usually see them cross stitching. Yeah, so that's kind of a giant list. And then another one that's not on there, but I know that a lot of people, sorry for cracking my knuckles, sorry. Another one that isn't on there, but I know that a lot of people would love to go hang out with is stitchingjules. You'll probably recognize that name from the floss tube of the same name. I do follow Jules. I typically spend my time on Twitch with knitters. I don't know exactly why that is. I've always really loved watching people knit. I love watching people stitch too, but watching people knit has always just been super soothing for me. So I watch more knitting streamers. But yeah, stitchingjules, I will also list her down below because I do follow Jules. Yeah, so there are just so many people. Oh, and I should have done that stitch. Okay, I gotta pay attention to to this pattern instead of just stitching away. But yeah, I have really, really, really been into the Twitch streams lately. So much so that my hopes of ever catching up on even just a tiny portion of the floss tubes, that I am subscribed to and watched, and yeah, it's real hard now to stay caught up, even more than it was before, because there's so many people that I want to spend time with, that I enjoy spending time with and getting to know, and yeah, I just love the live stream aspect, because it's just like that part definitely. You can relate more to YouTube lives because if the chat feature is on, like, not only are you getting to know whoever you're watching, whoever's actually doing the live stream, but you're also getting to know the people that are in their chats. And yeah, like I was saying, there are a lot of people on there that, or not a lot, but there are definitely a couple people on that list that I haven't actually made it to one of their streams just yet. But they're just cool people because I have run across them in other streams, and so yeah, I would start following them, and I haven't quite made it over there yet, but it's definitely in the plan. Yeah, so that's kind of Twitch streamers. I didn't really know how I was gonna actually talk about them all, so I'm glad that I thought to just show you my list. I think that makes it a little easier on everyone. Okay. One moment. I got something bothering my eye. Okay. So yeah. I mentioned I got a couple more minutes here before this video file will be full, so I'll just chat more about some stuff upcoming in March. I won't talk about too much of it because then I'll basically be repeating myself. I'm gonna try, crossing my fingers, I'm gonna really try to record another whip update this week, either Wednesday or Thursday, so I don't want to have to repeat literally everything. Plus, I've only got 8 minutes, and we know I'm a chatterbox. Oh, excuse the sniffles. All the things are just gonna happen during the stream. During a stream, oh my gosh, during this video. This is definitely pre-recorded. But, yeah, so I mentioned monochromatic March, Sal, which for me will be monochromatic Mondays, but I'm not gonna like come up with a different hashtag for that. There's no need. But yeah, I'm just gonna do mine on Mondays, and I'm planning to alternate. So there are 5 Mondays in March. Today I decided to work on so Michelle Bindi, who is I frequently mention her. I'm sure most of you know who she is. She'll be linked down below as well, her channel. But Michelle Bindi Stitchy on her live stream last week was mentioning the monochromatic March thing, and she, I guess she was, no, I think she started it yesterday or today. See, I literally just watched her. Oh, well, wait, her video would have been from Saturday. So anyway, she was supposed to be starting it yesterday with friends that are also doing the monochromatic March, Sal, and anyway, she was telling us about it last week that she would be starting Zimmerman coverlet, which is what I'm working on now. And so I figured I would start the month by working on my Zimmerman coverlet. Yeah, so there are 5 Mondays. I'm gonna alternate. So this one will get worked on 3 times, and the other 2 weeks, in between, I will work on Love and Unity, which, as I said earlier, is another modern folk pottery. Oh, wow, another modern folk embroidery pattern. Yeah, so that's how I'm gonna do that. Both of them definitely need some work put in on them, so that'll be great. And then also today, pretty much when I finish this, I'm going to be, while I edit, I'm gonna wind up yarn for my high tea start today, along with Caroline off the Grid Needle Arts. She's doing a stitchy start, but I don't need another cross stitch start. I really just want to work on the whips that I have, and yeah, and get some progress on those right now. So I'm not gonna start anything new today, but for cross stitch, but I'm gonna be swatching for a new cardigan. I'm hopefully gonna get to cast it on today. I'm gonna take the time to, luckily because it's a cardigan, so I'm working it flat anyway, so I won't have to do an in the round swatch. They're not horrible or complicated or anything. I just prefer swatching flat. So that'll be good. I'm gonna do that. I am gonna wash it and like lay it out as if I was blocking it, so that I will know how much my yarn's gonna grow, etc. I'm running right on the amount of yarn that I need, so I want to make sure that I swatch for this and that I know that I'm using the needle size and getting gauge and all of that, so that I can just follow the pattern and not have to do any thinking or reworking of anything. So that will be happening today. Like I said, at least the swatching. Hopefully I'll get to cast on, even if it's later tonight. indocat usually does Monday night streams, whether it's crafty or video games. She usually does Monday night streams, so hopefully she'll be streaming tonight, and yeah, and so she'll be able to keep me company. And then, yeah, other than that, oh, the other thing, so Steel City Stitchers on FlossTube, who unfortunately I do not watch. They've been in the plans to start watching for so long, because I love group channels like that where it's more than one person. I just, again, have not gotten to it. I've known about them for months. This will probably be the month that I start watching them, because like I think they started it last year also. They do a March Stitchy Madness event that's set up in a bracket style for whips and new starts, inspired by the March Madness college basketball bracket that happens in the US. Yeah, so I am following Michelle Bindy's lead on this. And instead of, now keep in mind that if I do ever reference the basketball tournament at some point, I am going to say March Madness because that is what it's called. But for this, Michelle Bindy was like, you know, I want to call it something different. And Diana, It Is Kismet, actually came up with March Matchup because madness or mania, it can, those words can kind of have a bad connotation when it comes to like mental health and yeah, just like being active anti-racist and all the things, right? Standing up for the rights of people and all of that. We need to break this stigma on mental health. And so anyway, all that to say, she didn't want to call it March Madness. And so she is using the hashtag March Matchup, and I'm going to be using that as well. Yeah, so this Zimmerman coverlet is not a part of that for me, but I'm going to be starting the first project for that today. Yeah, so look out for that Instagram post today also. I'll be making that post probably after I finish the editing of this video. So look out for that on Instagram. It'll also, I think that I'm going to be doing voting after each of the rounds. I think I'm going to do that on Instagram as well. So yeah, look out for that. I'm super excited about this. I have only whips on mine. I think they do whips and new starts, but I just did whips. So yeah, March is gonna be exciting, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this here. We got some berries stitched over here. So yeah, thank you all for joining me. I hope, like I said, that everyone is doing well. And getting to put in some time on crafts or reading or just self-care, whatever, makes you happy and keeps you sane during these crazy times. And yeah, so check out the show notes down below, find some streamers, and until next time, happy stitching, y'all. Bye!